When you see a need, you see a problem, you need to tackle it. Even if you're not quite sure what you need to do. When we went from 160 people to several thousand people, there was a reason why that happened, and because that need was out there.
But sometimes the difference between do they get medication or do they get food. In this case, they can do both.
People must be treated with dignity and not made to feel as a lesser person because they have a need.
5 of us took it the first step, but believe me, it was a lot more than 5 of us who took it to where it is today.
One of the things that makes Yad Ezra really unique is the size of the organization. There's less than 6 people full-time that work for Yad Ezra and over 150 volunteers that make it work.
Almost all of the money that's donated to Yad Ezra goes directly into client services.
The ability to do a mitzvah every single day is extremely rewarding.
We do such a great job, it almost seems like everything just happens, but it doesn't. I'm very proud of the fact that we have a 100% rating with Charity Navigator.
I saw a need for change and lobbied for a program where our clients can come in and can choose what they got in their package.
If they don't feel they can come in to the warehouse because they're embarrassed, we have a drive-through window for them.
We do get food from our suppliers that does not necessarily fit our daily menu. If one can just imagine a family that returning from a kosher food pantry, all of a sudden there is a bag of popcorn included with it. The whole experience of being helped takes on a whole different meaning. And even from a kid's perspective, he is more proud of being who he is. And as he hopefully puts a smile on their face, and down the road, who knows what that smile could lead to.
Everyone has a right to eat, to have food. And Yad Ezra provides that service for the community.
Not everybody is in a position to provide for themselves, and it's not due to because they don't want to, but they can't, and we need to continue our work.
You can make a food delivery to a house, and the outside of the house looks beautiful. You walk into that house, and you go into the kitchen, and the cupboards are bare. There is nothing there.
I'm most proud of the way we handle our clients and the volunteer pool that we've put together that are just loving, caring people.
I became involved with Yad Ezra because I wanted to give back to the community. I wanted to show my children as well.
I remember my kids being here when they were 5, 6, 7 years old, helping sort kosher and non-kosher food. And I've seen people, grandparents and great-grandparents, that come here every single week, and this is part of their life.
When I drive home after volunteering, I feel very accomplished. I feel like I really make a difference. This is very important to me.
No matter how busy you are, there should always be a part of your life to give back to the community that we benefit from.
Yad Ezra has to be comforting and open to anyone in the Jewish community, whether they keep kosher or not.
You like to go to your cupboards and see, hey, I've got kosher food in there, it means something. I'm Jewish, it means something to me.
We do receive food that is not kosher, and we share those products with other non-kosher pantries so they can put it into their own supply chain.
We now provide assistance for what's called the Simcha Fund to help people with their Jewish life cycle events.
We're now taking the Hunger Seder on the road. We're going to Lansing, and it's all about awareness.
I am a SNAP outreach coordinator for Yad Ezra. I work with helping seniors apply for food assistance from the state.
Part of being Jewish and is symbolism. Given Gardens is exactly that. It certainly represents the whole idea from seeds to fruit to nutrition. It will allow us to build a volunteer base that is somewhat unorthodox for traditional food pantry.
Being part of Yad Ezra can create a personal legacy for you and your entire family.
The legacy for Yad Ezra began with my parents, and it now continues with me.
Part of the Jewish leave the world better than you found it is the whole idea of being part of the greater community.
It's amazing how much we've accomplished in the last 25 years. Instead of feeding 160 people a month, we're feeding several thousand people a month.
Today we had over a dozen volunteers that wear these badges and volunteer their time to help fill these baskets for all our families that got to pick the food that they wanted. They go through the warehouse, fill their baskets, fill their cars, and we at Yad Ezra feel good that these families will not be going hungry tonight.
If my mother were here today, she would say, when you write the check, you are not only a founder, but you are an angel of Yad Ezra.